broccoli coming in for a marathon update for the pineapple leaf. I'm in my last week of the taper, and I was very optimistic about PRing, or at least PRing significantly. When I ran those 3+ 60-mile weeks, I was very burnt out, and the last one I wanted to get at least 70. That didn't happen, and I thought it was smart to hold back, and figured with how beat up it was, this is the most mileage I've ran in a year. I've kind of just been steadily increasing the volume each year pretty conservatively, and
recorded with my GoPro and edited with CapCut.
May have started the taper too early, but yeah, even now my watch is saying baseline. I've barely been running, so maybe my body's feeling sluggish, I don't know. Slept in today, first decent day of sleeping in a while. And figured I might as well get like probably a 10K in today, keep my body in motion. Because I cut back pretty hard on the running in my second taper week, only running 12 miles, but I still did 5 hours of exercise. I'm still working on my feet all day, full time. So if you include the indoor cycling on Zwift, it was over 5 hours, I think, the second week of taper. And the week before that was, or 2 weeks before that, was over 30 miles each week. So I started the taper with 3 weeks out, or maybe a month out, because I was pretty burnt out, and I know I still needed to do my best long distance fast run. And my last long run. So I hate those 60-mile weeks, and then the next week did that 18.2 at 6:53 pace. So I held sub 3 pace for 17.2 miles. And did like a more relaxed mile to end it, with one 100-meter sprint at the end.
Lap 1, 8:51.
Today is going to be probably 10K, easier run through Spring Lake, Howard Park. And one of the reasons I was cutting back so much on my running is because I've been having a lot of, nothing too serious, usually some tapering will help my knee, my feet problems, my foot problems, but I had some alarm bells going off in my head, so probably I was like, oh, hopefully I'm not gonna make the same mistake as the last marathon in Santa Rosa, taper too hard. But that might be what happened, because during my marathon training, right before those 60-mile weeks, hopefully these people are checking the rear views. People don't pay attention when they drive. When I was getting after it with a better mindset of, oh, this is easy, changing my mindset to easy helped out a lot.
You can't outrun that training fatigue. It will catch up eventually if you are consistently increasing your volume and workout speed.
I noticed my watch marathon prediction time was easily going on to its best. So I thought, oh, with my last long run and my last hard workout, speed longer run, my watch will dramatically improve. I'll rest up in those 30-mile weeks, 30 to 40 mile weeks, and my watch will improve even more. Because last year I did a watch Garmin test of marathon prediction time, and it said my best time right before race day, I think I hit the taper really well, was I'm always about a little over 4 minutes, or around, 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes, right on point to PRing past what it says. So it said like 1 or 2 days before, like 3 hours in the 14-minute range or something, with 3 hours 15. So I was like, oh, should be able to run a little faster than 10 minutes more than that. And I did. So I was like already at 3:14 in that marathon training block pretty early on, thinking I was easily going to beat that. But it kind of just held around the 3:15-minute range. It kind of went a little higher, and I was like, okay, so I got my best workouts coming. And I ran that fastest long distance run I've ever done for a workout on a track, like 18.2 or 3, the 63 pace, 2 gels, and my Nike Alpha Fly 3 Volt colorway, and my watch literally didn't change at all. My same prediction time after that, so that was really defeating. And then the next week I was like, did my longest long run, wore the same pair of shoes, but I felt like absolute garbage. And did not go well at all. My elapsed pace was struggled to keep under 9-minute pace. And I've had that happen before and still PR'd on my last long runs. So I was just glad to hit. This is coming off. Dang it. Dang UKT tape. You want to be more dry, I guess. With those so they stick. Put lotion on last night on my legs, and hemp oil cream for anti-inflammatory. So my last long run, I don't think I improved at all for my Garmin time.
Ну там не привыкли с ним
So it's been a very defeating marathon training block. I think at this point I'd be happy just to get a PR. Even if I get like a PR by 10 seconds, I think I'd be happy. I'd be really upset if I didn't even get my top 3 marathon times. So hopefully that'll happen. Number one goal is the PR. I really don't think I'm going sub 3. It's not exactly something I could will into existence. With the way my marathon prediction time was improving on my watch, I thought there was a good chance. But no. At this point, it shot up to almost 3:19 within this taper. But I'm not sure how much it takes into account cycling fitness, because I've been riding my bike a lot more. I even did a 2-hour ride recently, Sunday. I think it was Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, 2 hour plus. So maybe it thinks my legs are more shot than they are, or sluggish. So I figured I might as well get a good 10K in today. This is not flooded. Not the best route for my Rock Catcher 3000s Super Blasts, which I'll be comparing to the Super Blast 2, which I did got a 3.3 mile run in the other day to break them in. Did one stride at 30 seconds. They felt amazing. I feel like an upgrade to the Super Blast. And there's no Rock Catcher 3000. The holes of the sole that grabs rocks and holds on to them for extra weight.
Lap 2, 8:59.
Actually not feeling that great today. Probably a good thing I'm going on this 10K run the Tuesday before the Sunday of marathon CIM. Yeah, my knee is bothered. Doesn't feel that great. I fell on it twice, scraped it up. Literally fell on it from running on the sidewalk, hitting the lip of a curb, and fell at it on the same spot. It's still, you can see the scarring tissue right now. At least the scabs are fully peeled off, and I'm kind of hoping that's just part and inflammation of why I feel so bad. It's really pretty out here this fall, and hopefully that's why my knee feels extra tender. I think I tied my shoes too tight on this run. My right foot's really starting to kind of swell, and let's go this way. It's really pretty over here. But I was thinking about getting 1 sub 3 pace in today. I don't know if that's smart. I should probably run everything easy. There's a douchebag fisherman destroying our biodiversity. of the waterways, wreaking havoc on the ecosystem. Plastic fish lying in the water. Being cruel is not cool. That's all muddy over here. I would like to put a hook through his lip, see how he likes it. Sometimes I'll grab a rock and throw it in the water next to them, but not right now. So it scares the fish away.
People pretend suffering doesn't matter until it's happening to them.
The feet are all muddy. You got like a slab of cake mud on the bottom of my feet. Sometimes it's kind of fun to shadow box when you run. Get your training in whenever you can, right? I'm not a very good shadow boxer though, I must say. I'm very awkward. Too self-conscious. Look at this shit. I don't know, my pace is down. So I'm in the taper week. I'm doing a 10K today. I'm not supposed to choose a lot of hills. It's more destruction of the biodiversity there. Should put some hooks in their mouths. See how they like it. Say we string up some fishermen by their mouths. Yeah. So you're not supposed to run a lot of hills or do a ton of intensity.
Trying to get the legs used to running decent paces again in this run because I've been feeling a little out of it and achy. So trying to get the blood moving and back in the flow of things. I've been feeling really stale and kind of almost in hibernation mode this taper.
My podiatrist said so I was curious why my pain kind of spurts up more when I stop running. And she said the inflammation kind of comes up when you're resting.
Trashing the KT tape. I have enough to carry as it is.
She's a runner herself, so dropping some wisdom. Yeah, definitely tie my right foot too tight.
I notice runners look like they have a galloping gait when they're running with a GoPro recording.
But I've been trying to tighten it more because I'm having a lot of heel slippage in my right foot because I've been loosening it too much. Three in, three out, breathing to the footsteps. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sometimes when I'm doing my easy runs, they feel really hard. It's normal. Running is supposed to be hard. there are a lot of times I get worried, like, oh, this easy pace feels hard before the marathon, but that's normal, and I typically at least run well. Like, at least I don't remember the last time I've ran over 3:30, 3 hours 30 minutes. And that's where I'm at in this run. I love the vegan activism. Is it Elwood's Organic Dog Meat Farm?
She definitely heard that bwaha. Look up Elwood's Organic Dog Meat Farm, run by vegan activists, and you will see the hypocrisy in people.
That lady different heard me. And that's, for the most part, where I'm at before this training block, before the marathon.
Lap 3, 8:53.
So in short, I'm not feeling very confident. I'll be relying on the fact that I've had some of my best workouts for this training block. Hopefully I can use my last marathon as a springboard to this one, and I've ran the most miles this year. And hopefully that gets me a 2024 PR, as I've PR'd every time I've ran CIM. But within that taper week too, I PR'd my 5K. So hopefully that was one thing that helped out my marathon prediction, was it said my marathon prediction went up by a lot when I ran that PR on the 5K. This is the first 5K under 5 minute pace. I mean, under 6 minute pace. Oddly enough, it didn't go up after my fastest long run. Maybe I'm still recovering after that 5K. So I kind of did the same thing before the Santa Rosa Marathon. They say, I have read some things saying you don't gain fitness. in your last 3 weeks. Like, you shouldn't lose it. That's why I taper so hard. But then I hear some people saying you can gain fitness within the last 10 days, right above until the last 10 days. Your body adapts, makes those improvements. So it's kind of hard to say. Been listening to the Sex Pistols last couple days. I would play it, but I always get a copyright strike. Don't want that while I'm running in my videos. Limits the regions. Been listening to Marilyn Manson as well. It's appropriate for the political climate right now. Fascism spreading, rearing its ugly head.
I accidentally discarded this run when I was trying to save it afterwards. A fly landed on me and I went through and discarded it on accident. When I tried sliding the fly away, so I had to do a manual upload, lost 250 feet of elevation gain. Just like some of my best workouts during this running training marathon block, I will put the overlay Strava upload on the screen right now.
I'm hoping I just feel good and have a runner's high marathon day. There's Spring Lake.
Here I'm playing the Sex Pistols Anarchy in the UK for the Instagram story. Sometimes I just like to do like a live of what I'm listening to and where I'm running, just like a minute on my Instagram story. So I don't want to get a copyright strike.
Wanna be anarcho-syndicalist, which most people can't even spell. I want to tell you what it means. I might have to really cut back on the fats and protein and carb load. Maybe drop a few pounds before this marathon. That's partly why I feel so heavy and sluggish.
I really pick it up towards the end of this run to bring my pace down, to get the legs moving. It felt good. Really took a while to warm up on this run. Here's some vegan marshmallow brownies I made. Trader Joey's double chocolate truffle brownies. I put the marshmallow in the mix and it kind of did like a spill over, pour over marshmallow over the brownies. Super good. And I put a bunch of walnuts in there as well.
Who are the ones promoting the book bannings in public schools where anything mentioning homosexuality, transgenderism, racial issues,
jailing journalists, legalizing running over protesters,
Biggest tax cuts and money grabs for him and his cronies in history.
jailing environmentalists, indigenous people.
intersectional racism or something like that, and that's that's a college level legal theory.
Comment kudos to Vegan Gains, who recently bench pressed 410.
It's all
Post
conservatives
Zwift
promoting
ride. recovery.
Who wants to ban pornography? Like, what political group is talking about outright banning fucking pornography? It's conservatives. That has never fucking changed.
From Jim Crow, etc., to trying to ban Bud Light, conservatives have always been the biggest cancel culture. Fascist dictators. The list is truly
extra achy.
There's my boo-boo I was telling you about right there.
Do a pre-ice bath before my pre-ice bath on Sacramento, CIM. I'll probably do an ice bath the night before. Note to self, need a lot of ice if the tub does not spout out cold water correctly enough. This is 2 16s and a 7.